Yeah, good morning, friends. Yeah, welcome back. So today we are going to learn about DAX. So what is the agenda for today? Is DAX. So what is the DAX and why we need a DAX and what is the measure? What is the column and what is the table? And so when we choose measure and when we choose the column, okay, and some of the table functions we need to learn. So this is the agenda for today. Okay. Shall we go to the DAX? So what is the DAX? So why we need for DAX? So first we need to the DAX is the data analysis expression. So this is the full form for DAX. So what is the definition of DAX? It is a collection of functions and some operations. Okay, what is the functions and what is the operations? Okay, so functions is nothing but like uh, function. So which functions like is equal to sorry, some x and some add, calculate, these functions. Operators nothing but is equal to, minus, plus, addition. So these are the operators. Okay, this is a collection of, for example, a plus b is equal to, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. So a plus b is equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So this is the DAX. So whenever we write some function, so add function, so it will add some function, it will sum total sales, sum of the total sales. So it will table function, so it will create the table. It is a calculate function, so it will calculate the sum of data. So the difference between two expressions and we will use as a calculator. So okay, so these like then we will use. So in depth to analysis, then we will learn in this next session. Okay. So no need not to worry about this. What is the functions? What is the operations? Each function and each operator, then we will learn deeply. Okay. So this is only for the definition. So whenever you will ask something or interviewer will ask, then you let him what is the DAX? It is a collection of, or it is a combination of the functions and the operation. So already they might know the functions and the operators. So they don't ask the function and operators, but you know what is the function, which function you are using, and which is the operator. Okay. Second thing is the why. Why we need for the DAX? Okay. So if you want to analyze this data in depth, then we will go for a DAX. For example, if you already in the some of the Power Query editor and the M language, we have the what is the sales amount and year column and what the date function. All those the small source level what we have done, then we have done in the M query and then we use and then Power Query, then we maximum. But we are going to in-depth analysis. Okay, so what is the in-depth analysis? For example, year over sales, okay, and growth, percentage of growth. So last year growth, how it is, and then this year growth, comparison of this growth. So what is the last year same period, and then date between from 1 year to this year to how much it sales, and YTD is a year to date, and MTD is a month to date, and QTD is the quarter to date. So it is some complex calculations. So whenever you want to some calculations, some complex calculations, so that we need to go for a DAX. Okay, this is the in-depth analysis of the DAX. Okay, so I already told you. So these are the like year over year sales and the percentage of growth and year to date and month to date and quarter to date and the complex calculations. So these calculations that we need to use a DAX. Okay, so in this DAX, we use it to these three things only. So entire DAX depends on these three parameters only. We need to work with DAX. So what is that? First one is the new measure and the measure and new table and the calculate table. Someone termed as a calculate table, someone has a table. So okay, please create one table. And someone asked for the what is the calculate table. Okay, so then that time then we remember in new table or calculated table and new column and calculated column. Okay, so either new column or calculated column. So this is the name termination. Okay, please remember these things. Okay, okay. So when to choose column and when to choose the measure. Okay, when to choose the measure, when to choose the column. So we have the column and table and the measure is there now. So actually what is the difference? So interviewer asked this important question in the DAX, what is the measure? So difference between measure and column. Okay, so first we discuss in the practical the theory, then we will what are the functions we have discussed here, then we will proof in the Power BI. Okay, so first what is the measure? what is the column? So measure is only the data type. Okay, measure we will write only the data type. Okay, so second is column is we will write any data type. So either data type or either is the time or either text, whatever you data type, then you will write in the column. Okay, so it's the column itself. It's the like column itself. It's a one table. So measure is not related to any column, any table. So it itself showing the measure is not related to any table. So because of it is an independent one. Okay, and it is gives a scalar value, only the number value. Okay, final output is a single value. For example, what is the total sales, sum of total sales? So you will write one measure, the total sales equal to sum of table name and the column name, sales amount. So you will get a total sales amount. For example, if you filter something, what is the India's total sales amount? Then you will filter some India sales and then you will write a sum of total sale amount. So it will value, scalar value. Okay, final output is a single value. Okay, column is not a scalar value, it is a row by row. For example, if you write some date function, so today, tomorrow, like that, date wise date, year wise, then you write the year function and date table, then you will write the year. So year how many days? 365 days. So the column, it is a row by row, it will operation. Okay, second one is the it will give the dynamic calculation. So measure will dynamic calculation, and column is pre-calculated. So because of it is already calculated. So earlier we have calculated. So it will be the static calculation from the already calculated column. Then it will create some another calculated column. Okay. So it is a pre-calculated. So what is the dynamic calculation? So then and there. So whenever if you want to, for example, I'll let you one simple example in real time. So dynamic calculation. For example, if you want to prepare one roti making, so when we bring the some powder and then we will mix it and we will prepare it and then we will make it and then we will eat. So that is the dynamically then and there itself. Okay, pre-calculated nothing but then we already took the yesterday took from powder and then we mix it and then we keep them fridge. So and we prepare the rotis and then whenever you want then you will eat. That is the pre-calculated. So that is dynamic is then and there they we will calculate. So that is the dynamic. So if you want to dynamic calculation, it is a runtime. Okay, runtime is less because of then automatically it will calculate. So it will take more CPU time because of it will then and there we will complete now. So it will take some CPU process. So runtime is less, but CPU process time is taken. And the pre-calculated column, it is a predetermined calculation. So it is already determined calculation. Then we will write some other one, and it will take less CPU time because I've already prepared everything just to be on the stove, and then we will some operation only. So that's why it is a less CPU time. Okay. And next thing is we can see only the visual tab. So whenever you write the measure, then we will see only the measure tab. So because of it is square value, and you will see the most card function, card visual. Okay. So we can see in the data type only. So it will see the visual tab in the measure, but coming to the column, we cannot see in the measure. We cannot see in the visual tab. We can see only the data type. Okay. So how we will let one example, take one example and we will see. Okay. So these 5 we will prove in the Power BI, then we will continue for the next one. Okay. So first we will open the Power BI. Okay. And we will take the sample already we have in our local desk. So that is every time we use the PBI file, so that we will use the this calculation. Okay. Okay. So first we need to load the data. So already we have the recent files. Okay. So already this is yeah, everything is okay. Then load the data into the Power BI desktop. So if you want to, already we have learned what is our Power Query. We have done what we need to do in the Power Query editor. So everything we have done in earlier classes. That's why it is a clean data. Then directly move it to the Power BI desktop. Okay. So this is the field section. So this is the important is the this is the field section. Okay. The right side of the field section. This one. So this is equal to field section. Okay. And this is the report tab and then data tab and the modeling tab. Okay. So This is report tab, this is data tab, this is the model tab. So these are the three tabs. Okay, so this is the field section. Field sections, whatever the Power BI fields, we will send it to the Power BI desktop. These are the columns. What are the columns we have them here showing? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now, so what is the first one is the, or go to the word one. So there is an only number data type. Okay. Then we will create one measure. Okay. So okay. Yeah, then we will go for the modeling tab, and then we have the measure, new measure, and quick measure, and new column and new table. So now we are discuss this new measure, what is new column, what is new table. So these we three things we will learn. And if you want this quick measure, then we'll go for the YouTube channel. So we'll search as the quick measure, then you will get the brief idea about the quick measure. So we should not use here. Then only these three things we will use. Okay. Now we are going to the measure. Okay. Then click on the new measure. Okay. So what is the total sales? Then we will write the total sales. So sales. So before that, then we write the what is the syntax. Okay. So before going to write any measure, any table, any column, then we have some basic rules of the syntax. So then we will follow whenever you write the measure, whenever you write the table, whenever you write the column. These six we should write. So first one is the measure. Okay, measure name or column name and the table name. Okay, first you write this measure name, column name, this one, and next one is the equal operator. Okay, again the third one is the function name. Okay, fourth one is the open parenthesis and close parenthesis, this one. So open parenthesis and close parenthesis. So in the open and close parenthesis, fifth one is the table name, and the sixth one is the right column name. Okay, so this is the, for example, this is the total sales, and the function is sum, and open parenthesis and close parenthesis, and the table name, and this is the column name. So this is our one of the example to write the syntax of any measure, any column, any table. Okay, so as per this we will write. Okay, total sales. First, the first one is the measure name, and the second is the operator name. Third one is the function. What function we use? So sum of. Okay, so then open parenthesis. Open parenthesis. What is the table name? So BDY. So this is the table name. What is the column name? Sale amount. Sale amount. So close the bracket. So this one is the first one. Okay. So this one is the first one. Okay. Okay. This one is the second one. Okay. Sorry. This one is the second one. This one is the third one. Sum. Okay. Fourth one is the open parenthesis and the close parenthesis. Okay. So fifth one is the table name. Sixth one is the column name. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Okay. This is 4. This is 5. And this is 6. Okay. So these 6 rules we have proved. Okay. These 6 rules: name is equal to, and function, and table name, and the open parenthesis and close parenthesis, and the column name. So these are 6. So we have proved in the Power BI. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now then we will see. So when we click on the okay. So then we will take the one quad visual and we will see the how it will get the result. So what is the total sale amount? So when we click on the total sales, so this is 92K. Okay. So 92K, nothing but then this is the whenever you will see the data labels and then it will is the auto. Yeah, this is a 90. So when we is 1000, so 991,600, 916,000. Okay, 92 almost. Okay, this is zero when we take the consider zero. So it is a 92. So 92K. So the total sale amount is a 92K. So then when we go for this one, what the total sale amount? This is sale amount. Okay, then you copy and go to the Excel sheet and then paste. How much we get? 9,91600. Okay, so in the Power BI, how much we receive? We got it to 91. So like then we will go and then with the data label we on and then it will be the one. So 916. Okay, so then how much we get? It is the 916. So it is the correct one. Okay, so this is the measure. So measure where we'll see the in the visual tab only. Okay, whenever we click on the visual tab, this one here only, then we will see the measure tab. Okay, this is the total sale amount. This is the measure. Whenever click on this one, then it will show the total sales is equal to sum of and dy sales and bdy and the sale amount. So the entire measure we will show whenever click on this one. Okay, so then we will move this measure from this table to another table. Okay, so this measure we will move this table to another table, and then next one is the we prove the first one is the data type. Okay, and it will give a scalar value, the single value, and it will give the dynamic calculation. So it is then and there, then it will calculate, and runtime is less. So it is a whenever it is a small measure, so that's why there is not is like shivering. So otherwise, then you write the big measure, and then if it is a processing time is less, then it will buffering. So for example, we don't have the data in our mobile. So then that time we are watching the movie, then it will like buffering. So then sometime buffering ringing, then it will catch the movie, and after that buffering like that. So it is a run less time, but it is a CPU process time. So whenever it will write in the measure, it will take the CPU process time. Okay, and we will see the visual tab. So then whenever only this one is the visual tab. Okay, although these six properties, then we have proved in the Power BI. Okay, coming to the column. Okay, then it is any data type. So then we will go for this data type. Is the data type. This one is the data type. Okay, then as per we will see this one is the only the data type. So then we will click on the, this one data type. Okay, here what is the date time? Then we will take the sales date. Okay, in the sales date, then we will uh, create a new column with the only year one. Okay, then we will create the new column with only the year column. So this is the year, the date and month and column. Then we will create based on this column, then we will create a new column with only the year column. How we will create the column? So go for the new column option. Here the new column option. Then we click on the year column. Okay, year column. So what is the 6 steps we need to write? First one is the table name or column name, and second one is equal to this one is the year. Okay, function. We need to write the function, open bracket and close bracket. So in the open bracket, close bracket, we need to write what is the BD by sales amount and the sales date. Okay, BDY and what is the sales? sale date. Okay, then we click on that one. You will see this is only from here to there. You will see. So here from sales date to, then we will create a new column with only the year. So like then you will write the month, you will write the some other column, some other date, everything we should create the column. So it is a column. Okay, this is about the column one. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is column. We will, it is a like we will which one, so any data type then we will write. So then we prove the is a data type or whatever data type, then we have proved the column creation. Second one is the, it is not a scalar value, so it is a not a scalar, it's a row by row operation. So it's the first row, second row, everything. So the year, then 12 year 12, 13 year 13 year, so like that then we will show. Okay, so next one, it will a pre-calculation. So already it's a calculation, pre-calculation, then we need to, from then we segregate them other, and we by creating some other column. Okay, so already it is a predetermined column, and it will take less CPU time because of the already predetermined. Then from these two we are separate the year only, so that's why it will less CPU memory time, and we can see in the data type. So whenever we create the any column, then we will see in the only the data type. Okay, and it's a row level contest, so it is a row by row operation, it will. Okay, so it is a row by row operation, so this is also proved. Okay, these 7 points we proved in the column and into the this one in the measure. Okay, so why we go for the measure and why we go for the column, then we have proved in the Power BI. Okay, okay, next. So this measure not belongs to any table. Okay, so as I told you, this measure belongs to any table, because of whenever it is a measure created, then we will move. Whenever we click on the total sales amount, then we are showing the home table. Okay, here home table is there. So in the home table, then we have the option like where we need to go. Here only one table, so that is the reason, then we should not any, then we are the drop down is there. So if you want this table, then you measure, you will move into some other table, this table to another table. So okay, this is the one of the option in the measure. But whenever we go for the column, there is no like column option. Then whenever we click on the column, so there is no another option to move this one. So only this data we are showing, but there is no another column. This is particular specific table. The column is having particular specific table. There is we did not to move from this table to another table, this column. Okay, this is also we proved. And measure is a kind of view. So measure is a kind of view. So it is a viewable because of the reporting tab. So but column is a kind of table. So it is a, whenever we choose the column, this is the one of kind of the table. Okay, so we have clear this one. Okay, next we need to create a one table, and we give the like date. How we will do, then we will see the next class. Okay, thank you.